Alright folks, well y'all wanted to see Gurdy doing some pretty big cooks. I've got two of them coming really soon. One starts today. It is I've got 41 pounds of pork belly, and we're gonna make some homemade bacon. Hope y'all stick around and watch. I tried to keep the video short, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Let's go make some bacon. Alright, this is what 40 pounds of pork belly looks like. My brother's down here getting the marinade ready. We're fixing to start cutting these in half. These are about 10-pound slabs. We're going to cut these in half and put each one of them in individual bags. They're 2-gallon Ziploc bags, or 2.5-gallon Ziploc bags. And here we're getting started. I'm sorry about the voiceover, but the audio was just awful on the camera. I guess because I was inside. But anyway, we're just going to cut this in half. It'll make about 5-pound slabs. And my brother is putting the marinade in the bag, and we're gonna drop one piece in, and then we'll grab another bag and just keep going. And this is what 40 pounds of meat in the refrigerator looks like. One thing it didn't show was that we actually opened each bag and put the marinade, rub the marinade all over both sides. Now we will refrigerate it and flip it once every day for about 5 days. And this is after 5 days. The meat looks just like this. It's getting ready to go on the smoker. Sure is pretty. It's 40 pounds of bacon right there. Bacon. Just getting Gurdy all fired up. All right. And we're going to use a remote temperature sensor. I'm going to put it in one of the slabs, kind of in the middle, just so I can kind of keep an eye on the meat temperature. And I'll check in each one individually a little bit later as we get closer on. But old Gurdy's getting ready. And here we'll space all the meat out as evenly as possible. We ended up with 4 rows of meat, and it was 2 layers thick, or two rows thick. So I got 4 columns and 2 rows. All right, and I was also checking the temperature on the top grate with a probe also. It gets a pretty good bit hotter than the bottom grate does. All right, there's all the meat in there. We're looking for about 145 internal on all of them. And we'll check each one. Because now we're getting really close, and we may have to move some around. The far end, or the right hand side, is the hottest side. It's not a lot hotter, but it is hotter, so we swap those 2 right there, just on the ends, put it back in. And I was cooking about 190 to 200 degrees. And actually we're not cooking the meat as in like rendering the fat and all. We're basically curing it. We got the meat up to 145 degrees on the inside, and along with the marinade, this stuff will last for a long time. So here we're just going to wrap it all up. But I will keep one to test. We're going to wrap it up, and all this will go in the refrigerator and be divvied out ever how we want to divvy it out. My brother ended up taking a bunch, about half of it, over to my mom's, but here we're just fixing to slice one up. We're gonna square off this end right here. We'll use that for beans or whatever. Don't waste any of this. It's very good meat. But that right there will go in. Ooh, look at that. Man, that looks so good. It's perfect bacon. A lot of people like to trim the tops and the bottoms also, square all of it off, and that's fine, you know, if that's what you want to do. I don't really see any use in doing that, so I'm not squaring it off. Okay, now we're just gonna slice some of it up and give it a test run, and throw some on the griddle, see how it cooks and see how it tastes. I really needed my slicer here. But look at that bacon. Man, it looks so good. Okay, we're just gonna fry some of it up. I sprayed my griddle with some olive oil. I know bacon makes a lot of its own oil, but it doesn't have it to begin with. You need it to begin with. Here it's just about ready. We are about to eat some. All right, what do y'all think?
It's the best bacon I've ever tasted.
It's awesome. Yeah, you ain't gonna get this in the store.
Let me try it. We got that recipe right.
That's crazy good, man. God.
That bacon right there is unbelievable.
Go and buy some more. Make some more.
And see, was worried about the black pepper. That black pepper, you barely taste it in there. It is good.
I ain't breathing.
All right, that's homemade bacon. It's time for me to eat. So y'all get out of here.